fragrance just isn't for the daytime, it's for the nighttime. And these 3 perfect scents are going to make you feel Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantician, where I am makeup free today because I'm talking about scents that I'm going to be wearing to bed. 3 scents by the perfumer Sophia Grojsman, while Claude just clambers up on my shoulder here. If some of you don't know, Claude is my Siamese cat, and he is a little baby of mine that I have to keep in check. And do you own a cat? If you do, press the like button. If you're a big cat lover, a big animal lover like myself, not just cats but dogs as well. If I didn't own cats, I'd own dogs as well. But anyway, so I'm going to be talking about 3 different fragrances that I wear to bed. That's why I'm dressed in my evening attire. Let's just get yourself comfortable there, my darling. Oh gosh, you get comfy there, okay. Typical male, isn't he? Eh? So anyway, I'm talking about 3 fragrances by the nose of Sophia Grojsman, who is a perfumer that is a famous perfumer. Think of Eternity by Calvin Klein or Exclamation by Coty. Those are 2 big fragrances of the 80s and 90s that she brought out. Think of Trésor as well by Lancôme. Big powerhouse fragrances, but you all right, my darling? Yeah, I know. He's happy. But they all have really something in common. Her nose, her style is very peachy, powdery, soapy rose, powdery violet. She made Paris as well by Yves Saint Laurent. So those kind of fragrances. But these 3 fragrances that I'm going to talk about. Oh, Claude, you're going to have to get down in a minute, darling. These 3 fragrances I'm going to talk about for bedtime are ones that are perfect, I think, from that I own. I own a few others by Sophia Grojsman. Bulgari, Original Parfum. What else do I own by Sophia Grojsman? I own, looking at here, just looking, there's a few others. Ivresse, which was Champagne by Yves Saint Laurent. Lovely champagne violet rose. Violets and rose and powdery purple florals like heliotrope. Those kind of purple florals, they all run through with her range. But I love these 3. So I'm going to start first with one that has been added to my collection recently and I think deserves a nighttime spot that I'm going to wear to bed. But I'm not going to spray this because Claude is here. This is Diamonds and Rubies. Yes, Diamonds and Rubies. If you feel like you just want to wear diamonds and rubies to bed, but you don't want to wear your expensive diamonds and rubies, then wear the perfume instead. This is this peachy rose heliotrope, a little bit of lilac in there as well. Soft, slightly soapy kind of rose. Some would say old-fashioned, and Claude is now going to have to get down. He's going to have to get down now, aren't you, darling? Come on. You're going to get on my shoulders. You're going to get on my shoulders. There we go. You're going to get on the pillow. There we go. You get on the pillow behind me. You're going to sit there behind me. As long as you don't climb up there. You mustn't climb up there. Anyway, back to the scent. Heliotrope. A little bit of ylang-ylang, I think. There's a bit of yellow floral in here. An ageless scent, in my opinion. Just going to make sure my mic is still on. An ageless scent. It is powdery. I'm going to spray a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it opens up with this kind of lilac and rose, but it's not your deep gothic rose. It's not your fresh rose. It's more of a, dare I say, some people would say it's more of an older style of rose, but I love that. I find it actually very comforting. This is why I've chosen this scent to wear it to bed, because I feel these three scents aren't the most projecting. They're moderate, but after a few hours, they'll sit close to the skin and you can just get wafts of it. And I think when you're sleeping at night, you don't want a huge billow of scent filling the room. This is soft powdered floral petals wrapped in this kind of cashmere peachiness, fuzziness, almondy. Oh, it's beautiful and perfect for bedtime, perfect for sleeping in. The next one I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to actually look at the notes on this one because I am not really too familiar with this scent, which is, I'm going to talk about it. Claude has just got down. This is by Oscar de la Renta, and this is again from the nose of Sophia Grojsman, Volupté, meaning voluptuous, but don't think it's a bombastic scent. It's not at all. This has the note of freesia in. Looking here, and I smell freesia, bit of yellow floral, bit of mimosa. Again, heliotrope is a purple floral. It's delicate. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit of fruitiness, which comes from the osmanthus. The only thing I don't like about this bottle is the cap is hideous. It kind of like, I'm not enamored by the bottle design, but I'm enamored by the fragrance. There's this almost slight fruitiness of the melon. So you've got mimosa, melon, freesia, osmanthus, mandarin, orange, watermelon, and cyclamen. They're in the top. In the heart, heliotrope, ylang ylang. Narcissus, well, I don't really get that. I get carnation, jasmine, lotus, lily, valley, and peony. And in the base, sandalwood, incense, amber, tuberose, vanilla, and patchouli. The main accords to me, looking at it, I get more of this powdery yellow floral from the mimosa and powderiness from the heliotrope, and a little bit of sandalwood to give it some creaminess. That's what runs through this scent, with some freesias dancing in the background. Freesias are intermingling and intertwining. I love freesia. Despite some people don't like freesias, but I do. I really do like freesias. They're a delicate floral. And this is a masterpiece, in my opinion. This is a soft, powdery, slightly fruity, slightly powdery. It's not as powdery as diamonds and rubies. That's more of the rose powderiness. This is more of the mimosa, which is that kind of like, as you crumble the petals of the mimosa, that delicate, almost dry-like quality, but that which you get from the powderiness. Absolutely stunning. I love it. So that is Volupté by Oscar de la Renta, a perfect nighttime scent. Now, I'm going to talk about this last one. Is, in my opinion, a real high masterpiece quality creation. This is the sun, the moon, and the stars. This is a vintage formula I have, and just looking here, this is by Karl Lagerfeld. Although Lagerfeld as a brand now, they don't own it. I don't know who owns this brand now, but this, to me, if you love Eternity by Calvin Klein, and I'm actually going to mention content creator Happiness Sparkles of Frances Anne, who lives in Canada, emigrated there from Northern Ireland, escaped the IRA and everything that was going on in the mid-70s, early to mid-70s. She went over to Canada, and she spoke about Eternity being her signature scent for many years in the early 90s. This is a reminiscence of this. This opens up. I don't even have to look at the notes. I'm actually going to spray this on me as my bedtime scent. This opens up with a slight zestiness of pineapple. But it has this slight peachiness, fuzziness again. But it has carnation to give it soft, spicy. Carnation as a floral is a soft, spicy floral. Looking at the notes here, I don't really get any of the base notes in this. This to me is all about peach, carnation, again, water lily, powderiness from the heliotrope. If you love sweet scents as well, this has a little bit of semi-sweetness. This is, yeah, it's long lasting. It has this warmth, this spiciness, but this powderiness, this delicateness, this ethereal feeling on a cloud. And it feels like you've been on a journey, you're having beautiful dreams, it's delicate and it's soothing. So soothing. And it doesn't, on my skin, it projects okay. I can't really smell it by the morning. Maybe just a slight whiff of it, a slight waft. But it's completely unisex as well. All of these scents, don't get me wrong. I don't care what you say. All of these scents, these three scents are completely unisex. And I wonder what it smells like. Yeah, you see, it smells like a bit like diamonds and rubies and a bit like eternity. So it has that kind of vein, but there's more of this pineapple, carnation, peachiness, a little bit of aquaticness about it as well. I think by aquaticness is like water lily feel. If this would be a painting, it would be that painting by, oh, I've forgotten his name, the French painter. It will come to me. Monet. That's it. It would be Monet's garden, but in heaven. This is Monet's garden in heaven, with all of the, and I've been there in Giverny in France, with all of the florals and the herbaceous plants and it's so calming and soothing. I absolutely adore this. And to me, this is the perfect bedtime scent, daytime or nighttime, anytime, any season. But to wear to bed, I absolutely love this. Sun and the Moon and the Stars by Karl Lagerfeld. The Nose, Sophia Grojsman. Masterpiece. So those are my three bedtime scents by the Nose of Sophia Grojsman. What are yours? I'd love to hear what your bedtime scents are. You know, it could be Opium. It could be Addict by Dior. It could be anything you want. It doesn't have to be light and ethereal, but has, you know, fairly good longevity. And I would say out of the three, probably the least that starts out the strongest is Volupte. That is the most longest lasting is Diamonds and Rubies, but has lovely projection and really good staying power, but close to the skin, if that's a contradiction in terms, but you can still smell it, is the sun and the moon and the stars. So what are yours? Comment down below. I love all your comments. I love all your support. I read all of my comments, I read all of your comments. And if you do like this video, please give a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. Support my channel if you'd like to. It's all in the box down below. I will see you in the next video. Until then, as we say in French, faites de beaux rêves, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video, chickens. Bye for now.